A lot of you may be surprised, but if I told you Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James have a zero speaking relationship to each other, you wouldn't be surprised, would you? But would you be surprised to know that LeBron James is flat out jealous of Kawhi Leonard? Yeah, he is. Kawhi Leonard is one of the top basketball players in the league today. LeBron James isn't. LeBron James is hailed as one of the best basketball players in the game, but he completely isn't. This is the first time in NBA history that we've had a player that clearly is inferior to the title of greatest player of all time or being in that conversation. And they are not even worthy of that title. Never have we had a player fail so much to the fact that we award him for failure. He's praised by the media. Anybody who criticizes him seem to lose their jobs, get fired. Coaches, anybody who go against the status quo is removed when dealing with this individual. Now, if you haven't figured it out, that this person is none other than LeBron James, his jealousy of Kawhi goes back to the NBA Finals. All the way back in 2013, Kawhi Leonard got a lot of credit being a young guy who had to take on the assignment of guarding LeBron. He fared quite well. Everyone looked at the final points, but a lot of those points were not scored on Kawhi Leonard. He had great difficulty getting open shots on a young Kawhi Leonard who was just trying to make his way into the league. By the next year, 2014, it was clear Kawhi Leonard had become the silent leader of the team. Not only did he go through Kevin Durant to get to the NBA Finals to play against LeBron, if Kawhi Leonard doesn't miss a free throw, the Spurs win their fourth title. Ray Allen's three wouldn't have made a difference because it would have been a 4-point lead instead of a 3-point lead. Kawhi Leonard used that to get better. So in 2014, in the NBA Finals, he literally shut LeBron water off. And they got blown out. LeBron started blaming cramping and falling all on the floor. And his media apologist kept saying the Spurs deliberately turned the heat up because they knew LeBron was cramping. That would cause somebody muscles to cramp. So if the Spurs deliberately turn the heat up high when it's already hot outside, that just doesn't make any sense. Why would he be the only one that would cramp? That just doesn't. So it just targets LeBron. But they didn't care. People grabbed it and they ran with it, no matter how stupid and ridiculous it sounds. Now, the public can be fooled by a lot of things: highlights, stats, and numbers. People ignore the obvious at times. They have no clue, they have no idea as to what's real and what isn't. Kawhi Leonard has always been a beloved figure until he wanted out from the San Antonio Spurs. Once he said, I want out from the San Antonio Spurs, all hell broke loose. It's the first time ever. Media is going against Kawhi, everything. After the 2016 NBA playoffs, where we thought we were going to have a showdown with the Warriors and the Golden State and the Spurs, and I believe Kawhi's ankle gave out. As it was 2017, one of those times. But his ankle gave out in the Western Conference Finals. And they had, I think, Zaza in there. So, yeah, I believe it was 2016 that happened. And Kawhi's ankle, he trying to play on a sprung ankle, and he kept twisting it, and it was a mess. And he was out for the series. So as Kawhi was out, the Spurs got obliterated. After that, they had no shot. Once he wanted to leave, then there's the problems. Then he goes to Toronto. Takes a 1-year deal after wanting to go to LA, the last remaining year on his contract. He informed them he's not staying in Toronto. So if y'all take him, y'all just gonna have him for the 1 year. They took that risk of having Kawhi Leonard there for that one season, and he gave them everything he got and won an NBA championship. And once he won the NBA championship in Toronto, the dynamics changed. Turned all the way around. Flipped on side his head. Once again, he was beloved. He did something LeBron could never do. Go to a team and win it. Then it's like, oh, is he going to join the Lakers and LeBron? That was the talk, remember? Oh, we finna get Kawhi. Everybody in the Lakers loved it. We finna get Kawhi and AD. That's it, boy. Championships, here they come. Woo-hoo. Bron. Kawhi Leonard had no intentions of going to the Los Angeles Lakers, especially after talking to Jerry West, the logo, and said, I know you don't want to go to that it show they got going on over there. Meaning LeBron. Jerry West is a Kobe guy. He's a guy who knows basketball, and he knows a guy who he can't stand, who's just manipulating and running the system and the team into the ground. Now, Jerry West should have been running the Lakers. We all know that. But now he's working with the Clippers as an advisor. And with Paul George out, you're looking at a lot of different scenarios taking place on the court. But when they both came to LA and went to the Clippers, they became an instant rival to LeBron's plans. And now the Battle of LA was going to start. as Kawhi Leonard and Paul George both decided to go over to the Clippers, who had all this capital to use. So now, how do we hurt the Clippers and what they got going? They're killing the Lakers' buzz. We have to come up with all these how it's unfair and tear down, find a way to tear down Kawhi Leonard. So as the season's going on, someone's back noticing how Kawhi is not playing back to backs. Why does Kawhi Leonard get to sit out? Why that ain't right? Why he get to load manage? So now load manage is what all of the LeBron Clutch Sport hired employees are screaming about. Starting with Bryant Wardhog, they got him. Then they start getting all of these other pundits to speak about Kawhi Leonard and why isn't he playing these games if he's healthy, he's load managing. This was never spoken about involving Kawhi Leonard. Was never spoken on into this magnitude until he joined the Los Angeles Clippers. And he has medical reasons. Why? Approved by the NBA. They didn't question anything he did in Toronto. Didn't question it at all. The man missed basically almost 2 years of basketball due to his knees. But what did you do? Attack his character. You attacked his name, his legacy, what he was about, and he never said anything. Stay quiet. All he wanted to do is play basketball, get on the court, play the game. He doesn't even own a social media account. As many times his agent said, this is about sponsorships. You get more opportunity because people are tuned into you. He don't want it. He got a shoe deal that basically said, you don't have to talk in the commercials. And they paid him millions of dollars. And he doesn't even have to talk. Kawhi is a special player because he's like a coach's dream. You want that guy on your team because he's gonna go all the way for you to the wall. Now, when you start seeing scenarios such as all these other players are sitting out games, Kawhi Leonard has played as many games as LeBron James has played. LeBron James played in 56 games, and I believe AD has played in about maybe 58, if not 60. So both of them hadn't even played 60 games. So for someone to use them as the barometer of playing games, then I don't know what to tell you. Um, there's so many different elements that happen in a basketball game that people just don't get it. I don't think they'll ever understand it. Um, Nothing too much. Besides the fact that, see, it's like this. Let me explain it to you. LeBron went to the All-Star game. And then that's why he's there. Yeah, what's up to everybody. He wants to find Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi's got his headphones on. And he goes up, dabs up Kawhi, and he wants to talk to Kawhi. Like, yeah, man, shoot, I can't never get a chance to speak to you. Or the quiet man. Shoot, what you listening to? He wanted, he's like, J. Cole. So immediately, LeBron was like, yeah, that's tight. That's tight. So right away, he's trying to get next to Kawhi. The next day in practice, LeBron comes in with headphones or his earbuds or whatever, and he's listening to the same J. Cole song that Kawhi was listening to the other day. And not only that, he's trying to learn the lyrics quick. He goes in the locker room and starts seeing he saw Kawhi. He starts repeating the lyrics to the song to Kawhi Leonard. Like, yeah, you put me on, boy. You put me on. Yeah. See, I got that, but I ain't never really listened to that cut yet because I was listening to this over here. Yeah. If you get a chance, man, check this one out. Yeah. That one go hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I'll see you out there in the shoot round. And Kawhi's like, all right, like this month. Trying to get everyone to be his friend. Like, and Kawhi is just in his zone. Like, I don't need any new friends. I don't need LeBron as a friend. And I definitely don't need a friend like that who's turned his pundits into people attacking him. Kawhi doesn't care. He does not read or he does not watch ESPN at all. I'm serious. He don't, when all this load management stuff was going on, if you bring it up to him in a press conference, it's the only time Kawhi will hear it. It is not mentioned in his household. He does not deal with any of this nonsense. So you have to take that into consideration. Kawhi Leonard is an entirely different human being than what you're accustomed to seeing. He completely blocks out all of the nonsense and focuses only on the positive. So when the media and everybody is going after the Clippers and talking about this, he's making sure whenever they play the Lakers, he busting their ass. When he go up against LeBron, LeBron gonna feel it. And it's not like he personally want to go after LeBron and destroy LeBron. He doesn't care. You're in front of him. He's trying to win a championship for the Clippers, for an organization that hadn't won one. Him winning a championship for the Clippers is bigger than any championship LeBron could ever bring to the Lakers. LeBron, at any all costs, must stop that from happening. The Clippers can't win a championship because if they do, it eclipses anything he's ever done. Kawhi Leonard has already surpassed him in basketball skills. He's already a better basketball player. Now, as far as that, what else is there? You might say he's already a better basketball player. He's already proven that. What else is there? LeBron wanted Kawhi Leonard to see him when they do the honors and go out. LeBron doesn't get Kawhi doesn't care. He doesn't. He has no jealousy in his bones towards any player. He just don't. And they can't understand why he doesn't. He competes on the court to win the game. His adversary is the game. He cares about the game of basketball and how to do X, Y, and Z and perform for the team he's on. He cares about winning. He don't care about petty stuff of, oh, this is your enemy or this is the guy that got over you. He wants to go through his progressions. He wants to go through his scouting report, make sure he got everything right because he wants to get better. He went to the Mamba Academy to get better. He wanted to learn some tips from Kobe to get better as a player. That mattered to him, not to have someone push him up and prop him up in the media to claim that he's better, but somebody who's actually better. See, Kawhi works hard to be the best basketball player there is. And to suffer an ACL injury like he suffered, if LeBron suffered one of those, he's done because he's already limited. So they got to give him every assist in the game when it comes to points and everything that goes down the line, allowing him to travel, offensive foul. All of these rules have been put in place to try to keep LeBron in the game because he has no moves. Absolutely terrible basketball player. He destroys teams. Look at the Lakers franchise. They're just trying to get draft picks back now. After how many years has LeBron been there now? 4 or 5 years. He's brought no championships, and don't you dare count that bubble crap. Nobody does. And he sits there and he knows that year was a failure and that team is a failure. But this team is inferior. This is a team that could make the playoffs in spite of LeBron being there. But this is no championship team. This is like the band of misfits. But they're supposed to be praising them. Just don't make sense. So you've lost 11 games in a row to the Clippers, and they act like it means nothing. It means something in LA. In LA, Laker fans know you don't lose to the Clippers. You can do whatever you want, but you don't lose to the Clippers. When Kawhi had that commercial with the crown and all that, oh, LeBron was pissed. He was pissed off and jealous. He wanted to go make a new commercial for his. Yeah, I need to make some commercial for my new shoes. His shoes launched, they didn't even have any commercials because it's wasting money in the budget. They've even reduced how many LeBron shoes go out. Nike has to false project these numbers and give out all of these shoes for sale Like Nike eats the cost of the shoes and buy them and give them to like high schools and and all this, and they be like, "Oh, LeBron earned this in revenue and shoes." No, he doesn't. No, he did not. I can never tell you a time LeBron James had a shoe that was as popular as the questions. The questions was selling even when Allen Iverson had other shoes. People wanted those questions. As far as comfort, the Crazy Eights by Kobe, his shoe, and the Allen Iverson shoe, the questions, those two shoes, in my opinion, were the best shoes out at that time. Like they were number one and number two. Those were it as far as comfort. The questions and those crazy eights, those are the two most comfortable shoes I wore. Oh, well, all right. Well, let me get up out of here, man. Thank y'all for coming through. I ain't want to take up too much of y'all time, but as you can see, LeBron James is once again still jealous of Kawhi Leonard, and it is just not gonna stop. So I hope the Clippers win a championship this year because if they do, and they go through LeBron to get it, and they go through KD to get it, that would just be the ultimate. I would be satisfied. So on that note, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe to the page, hit the notification bell. Thanking you.